Okay, so now that you can find our equilibrium constant, we're going to flip it around and then use that equilibrium constant to find some concentration. So we're going to be doing it backwards, basically. So our example, we have BrCl decomposes to form bromine and chlorine. And you have your equation there. At a certain temperature, the equilibrium constant is 11.1. A sample of bromine chloride is placed in a 1 liter container. At equilibrium, the mixture contains 4.00 moles of chlorine. What are the concentrations at equilibrium of bromine and bromine chloride? So let's start with what we know. Okay, it says our equilibrium constant, so that'd be KEQ, is 11.1. And at equilibrium, the mixture contains 4.00 moles of chlorine, which means my concentration of chlorine, since it is a 1 liter container, would be 4 moles per liter. I am trying to find my concentration of bromine and the concentration of bromine chloride. So to find the concentration of bromine, it's actually pretty easy. If we go back up here to our balanced equation, when bromine chloride breaks down, we form 1 mole of bromine and 1 mole of chlorine. So they're always going to form in equal amounts. So if I formed 4 moles of chlorine, I had to have also formed 4 moles of bromine, and I'm in a 1 liter container, so my concentration of bromine is going to be the same as chlorine, so it's going to be that 4.00 moles per liter. Okay, so that's our easy part. To find bromine chloride, we need to use our equilibrium expression. So that's this up here that I've already written down. Okay, only let's write it, instead of in their general form, let's write it for this equation. So we have KEQ, that would be our concentration of bromine as my first product, times the concentration of chlorine as my second product, over the concentration of bromine chloride, and my coefficient is 2, so it's to the second power. I don't have any other reactants, so this right here is my equilibrium expression for this equation. Okay, now I can plug in my numbers. So I know my equilibrium constant, 11.1. Let's write this so that looks like a number. 1. My concentration of bromine was 4.00. My concentration of chlorine was 4.00. And I don't know my concentration of my bromine chloride. Okay, so now to solve this, I'm just going to use basic algebra. So I want to get rid of what's on the bottom over here. So I'm going to multiply both sides by whatever's on the bottom, right? That cancels out. So I end up getting, I'm going to write down here now. So I get 11.1 times that concentration of bromine chloride squared. And again, it canceled out on this side. If I take 4 times 4, I get 16. Okay, I can divide both sides by 11.1. So I get my concentration of bromine chloride squared equals 1.441, and again, that keeps going for a while. So I take the square root of both sides, and my concentration of bromine chloride ends up being 1.2006. I need 3 sig figs from up here. So 1.20. And since it's a concentration, we need a unit. And my concentration of unit from the beginning was moles per liter. So that is going to be my final answer for this one.